Good so far. We are. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm John Miglosh for the Wisconsin DMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Oh, we got a lot on tap today, so let's get going. And here we go. We're going to start with Coke and let you see their latest outreach to gamers. Okay, so there's this gaming auditorium, and this kid is slaying all the warriors with his big wood mountain troll, and then another warrior knocks him down, which is rare, of course, because he's got all the strength. So he grabs a Coke and tries to get more life. That would be the last thing he would do, because he would get killed doing that. And all of a sudden, the other warrior reaches out to him, and everybody is going to sing Kumbaya together, and they all rise from the dead, and he can't control the game anymore. The game is taking over. The AI is going to bring world peace through Coca-Cola, and they put down their weapons, and they all have a big party. And what's funny about this is what I like the best. If I roll down here a little bit, it's got 4,000 out of 580,000 views. It's got 4,200 likes and almost 60,000 dislikes. And you say, how could Coke get it so wrong? And the answer is because they don't have a clue. And there's an article here in Media Post, and it shows the kid. And at that point, it was I don't know, as bad, but I went and looked it up real time. They went to great lengths to not involve anybody who has the slightest clue about gaming. It's the worst representation of gamers I think I've ever seen, right? Because they're all into the battle, right? Because in this world, as it stands, you either fight the bad guys or you are a bad guy, and you can win either way, but you can't just win by laying down your weapons and saying there are no bad guys. We'll all be good guys. So Coke is promoting this new religion, and guess what? The gamers don't like it. Using a video game competition as a proxy for world peace and togetherness just brought the campaign into a space where it took itself and its efforts too seriously and forgot to have fun with it. I would say they're trying to start a new world religion under the banner of Coke. Good luck with that. I told my son, Coke isn't welcome in our house. Now, here's something is this the Onion? Is this real? Okay, so MasterCard, and they have their what they think is their iconic red and yellow circles here represented in this ad, which I just now noticed. I would have never noticed it except I'd read it. It says, no, it's not April. It's not April Fool's. It's not the Onion or Babylon Bee. They got a rose fragrance, which is priceless passion, and priceless optimism is rhubarb. Mandarin with rhubarb. Oh, they always my mother always tried to sneak rhubarb in on like a good apple pie she'd wreck, or a good strawberry pie with sticking rhubarb in it. Grapefruit, mandarin, so it must be kind of a citrus. Anyway, this goes along with the article quotes Emily in Paris, only that wasn't Emily who said it. It was the other guy, the ad guy. It's a perfume ad. It's not supposed to make sense. Little Emily, who's actually probably the smartest one in the room, didn't ask that. She asked, this doesn't make any sense. So, Sarah, kudos to you. This is great. A great article for, I don't know. But one of the things missing, Sarah, was you should have recommended to MasterCard that they do scented direct mail. Because, that's like the only way to do it. I mean, you can stick it in a magazine, but it's going to get overcome by the scent of other things, You might try it. I think direct mail is put it on the bill when it comes. Scent it a little bit as it comes if you still get a paper bill. Okay, here's a brilliant idea from Joe Keenan. Well, actually from Walmart. Walmart members are going to get an early access to Black Friday deals online. And so they get a deal 4 hours before everybody else. I might join that. I need a big screen TV, and my son got one at Walmart. So maybe if I did that, I would make it up in very quickly. Anyway, it's betting it can boost membership in the premium loyalty program, since shoppers are already worried about out of stocks caused by the supply chain mess. Best Buy is using something similar, and so are a couple of others. It makes a lot of sense. I actually proposed this to Circuit City back in the 90s when the USPS tagged me to pilot a program of testing mail for big brands. And what I proposed to Circuit City was that they have, at the time, the big screen, the 50 inches, and the LEDs were coming on. Before that, they were kind of like projectors and they were all fuzzy. So we were getting some decent resolution finally. And I said, why don't you create a club for premium members, and you can invite them to watch a movie premiere or the Super Bowl or some other big event in their city. Maybe the Bears are playing the Packers. We love the Bears. We wish we could play them every week. And invite them to a party with some snacks and Coca-Cola or something at the Best Buy store after hours, after our special premiere party. That would be a killer add-on for Walmart Plus. Invite your members to come to the store after hours and explore some of the new items that are going to be on Black Friday sales the next day. You heard it here first, folks. And if you're a small retailer, you can take that idea and join the WDMA and say, I made $1 million from that idea. We should get involved. Okay, so print production takeaways from Key Point Intelligence research study. The industry is experiencing growth pains. This is for the print industry because we're moving from offset to multiple forms of digital. Now, after going into endless detail, and I recommend you go over to WDMA and subscribe, and I'll see if you do it. I'll know. Go over there and subscribe, and you'll get this whole article. It's this long. They're saying that digital is catching on, but people say it's not good enough quality. But people said that about offset. I remember. Not only do I remember letterpress, I remember walking into small newspaper offices out in the country, and that's what they were using to print their newspaper. And we had to send them lead mats so they could pour our ads in lead and put them on the letterpress. Yes, I do remember that. Okay, the print industry is supposed to grow nearly 20% over 2020, but it went down 24% in 2020. So we're not getting back to where we were. And the only way to do that is to get together and to explain why mail is so powerful, which brings us to the article of the week. This is an ad week of all places. Thanks, Tara. That was great of you guys, because you bought Target Marketing and you really don't cover mail very often. But this is really, really spectacular. Panda Express noticed that locations without a drive-through were struggling, since they were basically closed to the public. But they could take orders and they could have curbside pickup. So they said, how do we get people to use our online services? The obvious answer would be to use online ads to get people to use online services. It doesn't work like that. People don't get it. That's why TikTok and others put ads up in Times Square, because offline is the way to drive traffic to online. Online is too crowded. You can't get through the clutter. People don't notice. They turn it off. Okay? So they decided to spur online delivery by connecting to customers' offline mailboxes with direct mail. Okay? And the ultimate goal is getting those same customers to order online or via its app. They didn't say they used QR codes on the mailer, but I would hope they did, because that is an incredibly powerful way to just tick people over to the app. And it worked, okay? they were trying to accelerate the digital option. And how did they do it? With mail. You're not getting, and it was decades since Panda Express had used mail in any kind of marketing. When someone says direct mail is so antiquated, I say it's an on-ramp to digital adoption. Fabiola Del Rio. What a great name. Anyway, I could translate that for you, but I wouldn't do it justice. Anyway, the promotion redemption rate was as high as 33% compared to the average redemption rate for similar promotions. 10 times higher in mail, okay? And they were fairly selective about it. And the places where they promoted their online businesses were 100% higher than the places that just used its national digital advertising. Okay? So they turned to the direct mail in the beginning of the pandemic. The channel wasn't used for decades at Panda Express. Reaching their customers' physical mailbox was a clear way to connect with customers who might not have realized that the franchises were even reopening. If you're stuck in your house, you're not driving around, you're not, We see digital and direct mail as synergistic tactics to accelerate digital adoption. Right. And perpetuate it. Don't let your digital app do all the work, because I got 120 apps on my phone and I hate apps. And I almost always uninstall them after I placed my order. So don't assume that I'm going to be using your digital app forever to catch the news from Panda Express. No, I get an inkling, I want some Chinese. That's when I want to know about it. But use mail. I'll put it up on my refrigerator. It doesn't run out of battery. Okay, so they reignited the non-drive-through Del Rios by targeting a 3-mile radius surrounding the underperforming stores with promotional mail. And, I hope they did saturation, because that wouldn't be that much more expensive. And it would be a lot of work to find the customers, and it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter, because we've all heard of Panda Express, especially if there's one in our mailbox. In our neighborhood. Okay, they took a playbook from Allbirds and Warby Parker. Okay, they snuck it out of there. So the most successful modes of engagement for us in the last year and a half have been direct mail and CRM. And by CRM they mean, re-promoting to people worth it. I hope. That's such a disaster. I don't have a relationship with Panda Express, and I never will. One of my favorite merchants, Land's End. They're not selling a purple fleece. I'm going elsewhere. That's the way I feel. You're a vendor. Get over it. Be there when I need you. Have something I want. That's what you are. You're not my relationship. You're not my mommy. I don't care what you do on your off hours, right? Okay, direct mail only comprises 16% of the paid media spend, so they're not taking all the money, which they probably should. We see direct mail as synergistic tactics to accelerate digital adoption. Yes, we got that already. Okay, now what else they're doing? They're trying to recruit people to work there. They said, the number 2 reason for people working where they work is it's proximity, convenient location, and we're next to like 80% of America's population. So let's mail to a couple, mile or two around our thing. I had a dentist friend when we got started, and he bought a dental practice. My old dentist. I said, call him. He's been talking about retiring forever, and so, they sold it out. And so when he got started, he said, what should I do? I said, well, you could mail everybody in your neighborhood and just say, come over, be my patient. I'll look you over. And well, he took it one better, and he hired a couple of high school kids to put flyers on people's doorknobs. And there was a big picture of a chicken. Okay, literally a chicken. And it said, the headline was, "Are you chicken?" And then the subhead was painless dentistry at Hygenian Dental Clinic. And he got, I don't remember, I think he got like 50 or 60 new customers just right off the bat. And people were just talking about this chicken ad for the dentist. What a crazy thing. Again, You'll never hear it anywhere else but here. Have a great day. Like and share. Your friends will know you're smart. Bye-bye.